Hey guys, so this is for the distance learning students or anybody else who would like a recap on the Middle Ages one-pager assignment. So one-pager would be something that looks sort of like this. It's pretty open to however you want to do it, as long as you meet those requirements. So here are some from I think like either middle school or an elementary school, which kudos to some of these artists if they're in elementary school, right? So your Middle Ages one page, it could be mostly pictures like this one here. It could also be mostly writing or words like this one over here. So it kind of depends on whatever you want to do. Here are those requirements. Go ahead and pull that up. Okay, so you have this exact same document on your Google Classroom post. You're going to be creating a one-pager based on the Middle Ages, the notes that we took in class, and any other research or texts that you use. And make sure that your one-pager includes the requirements listed below. So you're going to need a title that appropriately reflects life during the Middle Ages. It could be as simple as the Middle Ages. Make sure you have color. Make sure you choose 3 or more images that you would like to draw, or you can also cut them out from a magazine. If you're not an artist, that's fine too. Then choose 5 essential vocabulary words. You can use phrases from the notes or the reading or your own research. And then on the back, you're going to have a 5-sentence summary of what life was like during the Middle Ages and write a level 2 or 3 question. If you are confused or haven't used this sort of definition before, level 2 or 3 question, I'm going to have the definitions here and we'll go over those in a sec. So that's a lot of stuff. I kind of broke it down into steps so that way you guys wouldn't feel so overwhelmed. First, review your notes. You're going to want to mark the vocab words, important ideas, events, phrases, and descriptions of daily life in the Middle Ages. This is going to help you with both the front and the back of your assignment, so I would highly recommend not skipping that step. All right, and then on a plain sheet of paper, fill the entire page with images, quotes, and representation of life during the Middle Ages. Remember, you're going to need at least 3 pictures. If you decide to include more than 3 pictures, that's absolutely fine. And then have 5 essential vocab words or phrases from the notes. If you choose to add more, again, that's absolutely fine. So make sure that on the front you have your title, and then on the back do your summary and write a level 2 or 3 question. Here's what a level 2 or 3 question would look like. I'm going to go over level 1 because that also might help you kind of frame your thinking about those 2 different levels. So level 1, there's 3 levels in total, like when you're doing any sort of thinking or answering any questions, they fall into one of these 3 categories. Level 1 thinking or questions would be there's only one correct answer. Like you could easily Google it and there's one answer, everything else would be incorrect. So for example, how tall is the Statue of Liberty? There's only one correct answer, everything else would be incorrect. Level 2, there are multiple correct answers, but still incorrect answers. For example, what's the difference between Netflix and Hulu? So comparing and contrasting is a really good level 2 sort of thinking. Because there's going to be a lot of correct answers, especially when we look at this example question, right? There's a lot of similarities between Netflix and Hulu. Sometimes they even have the same shows or movies, but there's still incorrect answers. Like you couldn't say that they're the same price to stream both of these because they both have different prices. Okay, so even though there's a lot of correct answers, there's still some that would be considered incorrect. Level 3, there's not really a right or wrong answer. It's kind of asking your opinion or to create something new. So for example, what would you do to make the world a better place? There's not really a right or wrong answer as long as you kind of explain. Hopefully that makes sense. If not, go ahead and ask. If you want to double check just to make sure that your question is a level 2 or 3, that's absolutely fine. I'm more than willing to do that because this is the first time we've really used them. All right, and if you check the rubric, on the front, most of your points are going to be from the vocab words and phrases from the notes that helped illustrate life in the Middle Ages. On the back, most of your points are going to be from that summary about what life was like in the Middle Ages. So make sure you pay particularly close attention to those 2. All right, and this is going to be out of 18 points. Remember to double check that rubric before you turn it in so you know you have everything that you need for an A. If you have any questions, be sure to ask. If you're a distance learner, or even if you're a hybrid model student and you would like to submit this outside of school hours, go ahead and just take a picture of your one-pager front and back and just email it to me. All right, have a great day, guys.